So listen, I saw a post on Facebook one day, y'all, about it's embarrassing to still be living in your parents' house when you're in your 30s. So I was like, all right, so we're gonna have a conversation about that. So today we're gonna talk about 25, 30, 35. You still in your mama's house? Like, what we doing? So now, mind, tell me what you think about that, because I got a lot to say about this one.
The thoughts about being in your mama house, I have two thoughts about it. Now, if you like I said, if you're 25, you're 30, 35, life happens. You have in this today's society, you have adults staying in their mother's house, their father's house. I said life be life in today. You know, people didn't pay the rent. Life is going on. Something happened. And then you end up, moving back to your mama house. You have parents that don't mind their kids coming back in their house and, staying for the long term and everything like that. Because I think I have a plan to where if my child wants to come back at 25, 35, or they trying to just figure out life, I'll allow them back in my house, until they figure out what they need to do, and then they can go ahead and venture off.
Is it hard?
Breaking the silence, taking the dive in. Nikki pulling strings like she playing the violin. Made in his likeness, radiant vibrance. Give them all glory, ain't no way to deny it. She gon' make you laugh, she gon' stimulate your mind. Making things shake, she ain't into wasting time. They can come close but can't imitate the grind. Got a different way to illustrate and innovate designs. BTS podcast, gotta watch that. Teaching us the game, that mean Nikki got class. If you watch it once, you gon' wanna stop back. This an opportunity that you cannot pass. Unleash your inner voice, cause better days coming. Better days, get ready for better days. Better days, better days. Better days, get ready for better days. Better days, better days.
Welcome back to another episode of Breaking the Silence, where real conversations break real chains. I'm your host, Nikki Nicole, and tonight's episode is a little more personal because I'm sitting down with someone who knows me beyond the podcast, beyond the mic, my daughter Amaani. And trust me, we're about to have one of those honest conversations people think about, but don't always say out loud. So get comfortable, lean into this conversation of Twisted Tuesday, and let's continue to break the silence.
Hey, is it hard?
Amaani.
Hey.
Whew, you sure you ready for this conversation? Because it can get hot in this seat tonight now.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, y'all. So listen, I saw a post on Facebook one day, y'all, about it's embarrassing to still be living in your parents' house when you're in your 30s. So I was like, all right, so we're gonna have a conversation about that. So today we're gonna talk about 25, 30, 35. You still in your mama's house? Like, what we doing? So now, mind, tell me what you think about that, because I got a lot to say about this one.
The thoughts about being in your mama house, I have two thoughts about it. Now, if you like I said, if you're 25, you're 30, 35, Life happens. You have in this today's society, you have adults staying in their mother's house, their father's house. I'm saying life be life in today. People didn't pay the rent. Life is going on. Something happened, and then you end up, moving back to your mama's house. You have parents that don't mind their kids coming back in their house and staying for the long term and everything like that, because I think I have a plan to where if my child wants to come back at 25, 35, or they trying to just figure out life, I'll allow them back in my house, until they figure out what they need to do, and then they can go ahead and venture off. But my second thought is, if you're 25, 30, and 35, and you still, let's just say you're 25 and you're still in your parents until you're 35 years old. Not a problem with that, because that means you got no goals. You know what you're doing. You're gonna be in there till you're 80 years old. Or you got a plan to be in your mama house till she deceased, or I just think that at a certain point, I feel like you should have a goal to plan out and move out your parents' house, because I'm pretty sure the parents want to have the house to themselves. They want to have the house to themselves. So I'm like me, I'm one of them. I moved in my parents' house at the age of 25. No, at the age of 24, going into 25 years old, and I had a plan going for it, because I'm not no. Me and my mama, we don't mix too well when staying
Don't put
together.
all my business on the streets.
We don't mix too well staying together. So we do better long distance than together. So it was time for me to plan and everything. And I wasn't planning on staying too long, because like I said, my parents, they got a life to live too as well. And they got a child too as well to take care of. So but hey, God blessed me at the age of 25, got my own place, got my own car and everything. So I am blessed. But I feel like you should have a plan going forward when you get back into your parents' house, at least, or paying a bill, paying something, at least until you get back on your feet. But if not, I don't think you should long term, unless you have a disability or something going on. I don't think you should be in your parents' house that long, especially if you're looking for somebody in your life to love and stuff like that. So,
Well, in our culture, the ideal is for the child to move out at the age of 18. Either you going to the military, or you going to school, or you got to get a job and do something for yourself. Now, in other cultures, they let them stay as long as they want, no matter how they treat them, no matter what they do, they let them stay in their house. Me personally, I done been down this road with my kids. They done fell short many times and had to fall back on mama. But my mama always told me, be there for your kids. Be there for your kids. My mama was there for me the same way. I fell on hard times. I had to go back to my mama's house. But I paid half the cost to be in my mama's house.
mm,
Some don't do that.
mm.
My mom made me pay bills. My kids, they didn't have to do that. It was only one time that they had to pay $100 a month. Now tell me, y'all out there, $100 a month ain't nothing to pay
No,
on bills is high.
it's so lame. Bills are high today.
But I do agree that society has us in a clutch because it's hard. Gas almost $5 a gallon. You got rent going up every 5 minutes. You got stuff in the stores going up. I remember I used to go to the store and take $1, give me something to drink and some chips. Yeah, I'm telling my age now. But now $1 ain't gonna get you nothing to drink. You'll be lucky to get a bottle of water with $1. So times are hard. I agree. So now in the dating realm, um, do you think if somebody is 30 still living with their mama, that's considered a red flag, or just life, or just real life?
I feel like if you still living with your mama at the age of 30, and you still there, you've been there for 5 years, and then going on, you turning 30, I feel like there's some motivation and some plan. And I feel like, hey, to be honest with you, there's somebody right now that's the age of 30 and still living in their mama house. And, I done leveled up. They still living in their mama house. And I just think they didn't have no goals, because when you meet men in particular, or a woman, they don't have these goals where they don't want to go nowhere. They're comfortable. So they want to stay with their parents. They want to stay with their mother. They don't want to be under the mother. They're not ready to commit or not like that. They just want to stay. So I feel like you got those type of men and women out here that just want to stay and not go nowhere. They want to be up under their mom and then just stay with them.
Well, I think that I'm not gonna necessarily say it's a red flag. I think it's an eye opener. Like, you got to watch that situation closely because they may start out in their mom's house, but they're not trying to level up and they're not in there being independent, like, working, taking care of themselves, feeding themselves. And the parent is not they're not really soulfully relying on their parents. Now, if they soulfully relying on their parent to take care of them, that's a red flag. Run for the hills, ladies. Run for the hills. Because if he there at 30, he's gonna be there at 40. He's gonna be there at 50. And if he get with you and you can't change his mindset, because everything is about the mindset to me. If you can't change his mindset as his woman, what you doing?
You go ahead and book it because I didn't learn that lesson. So you better get on the train and run as fast as you can from that. I mean, I get like, don't get me wrong, the ladies out here, I feel like there's a time and place. There you can give a leadway, to see if they got a mindset, a motivational way. If they ain't got a mindset within that year, it's time to just cut it off. Basically, no peace to just cut it off because they said, "Hey, I'm going to move in this time of year. I'm going to do this," and they don't do it. It's time to cut because they're gonna stay. They're not going nowhere.
Now you got a son coming up. You got a son coming up. And at the age of 16, children start smelling themselves. Y'all start thinking y'all grown. I can't wait to get out my mama house. Who said that out there? I did. And I should have
I
never said
sure
that.
did.
Who? Get out to do what
I
exactly?
want
Pay
to go
bills?
back.
No, 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 no. We ain't no. We not no
I
return for tender.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I'm trying to go back to the age of 10. So
No, ma'am. No,
mhm.
ham. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's Gabby's turn now. No, ma'am.
I'll be with her. I'll be with her.
We all right. We all right.
I don't want it. I don't want no responsibilities anymore out here. It's just too much.
Okay, whatever. But they start smelling themselves at 16. They start thinking they look good, smell good, everything about them just great. And they want to do what they want to do. They want to talk to you any kind of way. And they got to stay in your house, unfortunately, unless they get emancipated. They got to stay in your house till they turn 18. Okay, now they turn 18. They still smelling themselves. They're
Mhm.
not trying to do nothing with themselves, not trying to go to school, don't have a clue what they want to do with their life, not trying to go to the military. So at what age do you think feel like staying at home stop being smart and starts looking comfortable because people can get complacent and don't go nowhere?
I mean, there's this show called The Greenleaf. I don't know if you watched it. Yeah. So there was this girl that it was dealing with. Lord, I forgot her name on the show. I think it was Laura something. But y'all should know she was a dark skinned daughter, and I can't wait till I turn 18, and I could do whatever I want to do when I'm 18. And was kept going with this boy that was no good for her, no good. She was blind in love, didn't see it, and I just remind myself, Lord have mercy, why? And she just want to run off and go be free, and then she finally realized being with this boy she couldn't take it no more. So she finally had to come back home at the age of 18 and face it to her parents again.
But you can't even talk about that show because that show they got adults living in their house and taking care of
Oh,
them. Like major.
yeah, that too. I mean, now that I just
Why
think
they got wives and everything up in there.
I just think they are. I think the reason why everybody in there, I just think everybody rich. They rich, so every adult. I don't know if I can step in the house just because we rich. I just like get my own little place or something like that. I mean, but you got everybody like that's just like grandma, you, me, my baby, other Nicholas, everybody in the same household is a big one. That there have been so many arguments throwing at nights and everything and stuff. With cake chaos and yeah, so I don't see how they even manage that being the whole family in the household.
Well,
So
see, I think if you're gonna stay in your parents' house now, if I can go back and do it all over again, I would do it differently. If you're gonna stay in your parents' house, have a job, have a plan. Not only that, save your money.
That's
You know you could be sitting on top of the world,
if we knew. If we knew. I,
and especially the ones that don't pay nothing in the house.
I would say at the age of 15 is where if we knew what was out there, like how it was out in the life, I would have been starting saving at 15 when I first got my job. Everything else about to get, to college and stuff. I've been saving up, and I probably been good. And shoot, we should start when we was in kindergarten
But
because
see,
our
the
life is.
problem is our culture don't believe in saving money. Like my mom's time said, you can't take it with you, so
Okay.
they didn't save money. So
Mm,
my mom didn't really know about credit and saving money. So I couldn't like tell you and Nicholas, oh, y'all gotta save y'all money for a rainy day. Until I started going through those rainy days, I'm like, y'all better save y'all money. Y'all better buy y'all car straight out so y'all don't have no payments. Y'all better do this. Y'all better do that. Get your credit right. I couldn't say all that until I learned the hard way myself. But if you live in your parents' house right now in this moment out there, and you ain't got no bills but your cell phone bill, you better get you a job and save some money.
because when you get out here, it ain't no joke.
Drag you down. I try to tell y'all that it ain't for the weak. Ain't for the
Mm-mm.
weak.
And don't let you have a child on the side too, because that's another addition, and that's for
Okay.
18 years and more. So
So, do you think that parents help their grown children, their grown adults, too much nowadays, or are they just trying to make sure they survive, or both?
I think they try to make sure they survive and look out for them. And I mean, I feel like as children, we grow up like somebody was telling me, you don't stop at 18 with a child, you because you still gonna have to keep giving life lessons and spending money, college. They're gonna ask you questions and stuff. So I feel like the parents gonna be with us until our whole life, until they deceased, and they can't do no more with that, with the kids anymore. So that's kind of like my plan with my son, because I know he gonna need a lot, even though he got big support. He ain't gonna stop at 18. So I still gonna have to still be taking care of him, still be getting advice, still be giving him money, still be giving things to survive with, and everything like that. So I don't think it's going. I think it's both in reality.
I mean, I think it all depends on the parents at the end of the day. What type of parents you have, because some parents, for real, they tell you at 18, you got to go, bro. You They don't care whether you have a plan A, B, or C. They just want you out their house at 18 because they tired of taking care of you.
Yeah.
So then
Mm-hmm.
you got the parent like me that don't want to see y'all struggle. And I feel bad for y'all situations. I'm like, okay, well, come stay here until you get yourself together because it's hard out there. Been there, done that. Been through getting kicked out. Been through getting set out. I've been through all of that, and it's not easy. Been homeless in a car,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not easy out there. And this was years ago. Just imagine being homeless in this current moment right now, the way the economy is right now.
Yeah,
Couldn't do it.
I done tried it before, and no, it's not a good thing.
Couldn't
Mm-mm.
do it. Could do it. So now, do you think that somebody can call themselves independent if they still live with their parents?
I mean, without relationships, yes. You want to be independent. You, if they setting a goal, yes, they can be independent, do what they need to do, pay their their mom bills or whatever bills they got, go to work, save up, have a plan to get out the place. Because I'm pretty sure you're gonna want to get out your parents' house because you're gonna end up falling in love with somebody. And then you got women out here, men out here, they got their standards high. They don't want you to be in your mother house. They're like, oh yeah, mama house. Oh no, I don't want to deal with you. You need that house? Oh no, I don't want to deal with you. So I mean, you got some that's okay with it, and then like I say, they like to stay in for 5 years, and you be like, oh no, because you ain't going nowhere. What we doing? You don't want to move out. You just want to stay. So yeah, I feel like I feel like they could be independent, but that's just if they trying to seek no relationships. They just want to do life alone. That's basically what it is.
Nah, I think they're only independent if they're able to take care of themselves.
Well, yeah, that
If
too.
your parents are taking care of you and you're an adult child in their house, then you're not independent. That's their money, their house, their car, their everything. But now, if you out there working your job, you paying your bills, you're helping them out, this, that, and the fourth, you saving your money, and you got a, like you said, a goal or plan or something to get out up out the house, you're considered independent.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
So
yeah, okay.
I
I,
think so.
okay, I hear what you're saying there. Yeah, if they're taking care of themselves.
They're taking care of themselves, then they're independent. But if they're not taking care, nah, they're not independent.
I just feel like the goal line here, it's okay to be at your parents' house. It's just that for the long run, you going. I just think the long run of it, unless you got some illness, something happened, you sick or, it ain't like I said for the ones that's probably sick and stuff like that. They just out of it. But I feel like the ones that just there just to be there 40, 80, 60, still playing the game
Ages.
and there be some 80 there be some 80-year olds that still stay at their mama house and the mama still living. And
Y'all
you
not coming here 80.
I better not be coming on 80 now.
Y'all ain't coming here at 40 or 50
Mm.
without a plan. For real. So
That's what I'm
now,
saying. You got
the
them
le-
long term ones.
no ma'am, not no ma'am, no ham, no sam, no ma'am. Not no 80 years old. Who? Y'all walking with a cane, think y'all gonna stay with me and I gotta take care of y'all?
Mm-hmm.
No ma'am. No ma'am.
Yep.
So now the last question I got. At the end of the day, do you think living at home with your parents is about survival in general, or some people just scared to grow up?
Mm. Some people scared to grow up. I was just saying some people scared to grow up because you got people out there that don't didn't even experience life yet. They don't know what it is until they hit them.
Mhm.
So I just think they don't want to because I said I dealt with it before in my last relationship and he didn't want to make no movements at all. He just wanted to be back and he said it. I just want to be back in my same space, peaceful life, and the same thing he was just doing. So I feel like, oh, you want to just stay where you at. You didn't want to go and live life and make a commitment and be out there. So that's how I feel right there with that. So that's okay. But
That's
ain't,
sad.
mm-mm. Ain't nobody
Well,
gonna go for that. So
I think that it goes back to the parents to a degree too.
yeah, that too.
Your parents plan you for your life. They show you and guide you. They tell you, okay, this is what you're gonna have to go through life. Even though we don't know everything as parents. Don't get me wrong. We don't know everything as parents. But I think it's case by case, individual by individual, depending on who the adult child is. Either they're scared to leave the wound or leave the nest, as they say, or they're just not taking accountability that or responsibility. They scared of responsibility too. Not really necessarily scared to grow up, but scared of responsibility of
Yeah, yeah.
because bills will jump you in the midnight hour. When you pay one bill, you pay the light bill. Next thing you know, the rent right around the corner. Next
Right.
thing you need food in the house. Next thing you know, you need gas in your car. Next thing you know, you got your cell phone bill due. Next thing you know, you got the Wi-Fi bill due.
The
And now,
battery on the car.
okay, nowadays, and yeah, you got a flat tire. Like and nowadays, you can't even live without Wi-Fi because Wi-Fi you
The
watch
main
that
course.
TV through
Main.
Wi-Fi,
Mhm.
you play the game through Wi-Fi, you stream through Wi-Fi, you do everything through Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi has become not a extra bill; it's a necessity now.
Mm-hmm. Got to have it, and then you work from home. You got to work from home job. You got to work from home. You got to have Wi-Fi. So it became a main source to the whole society. The whole society.
And the crazy part about it, when you go get assistance, they don't even include Wi-Fi as an actual utility.
Mm-mm.
Because they say you ain't got to have. They don't even include your insurance on your car. Because they say a
Mm-mm.
car is not a necessity. Yes, it is.
Listen,
You got to get back and forth to work, or where you got to go.
it ain't paying for that.
Man, y'all, we could have said a whole lot more because I could have dug in my business, y'all. But I ain't gonna do it like that today, y'all. I ain't gonna do it like that
Hey,
today.
I ain't care. I'm all for it.
Woo! But now this is your time. I'm gonna let you shout out to everybody what you doing now. Like, y'all, she into this hosting, right? But yet she don't advertise it, right? Which don't make no sense. She
I'm
hosted
working
my
on
event.
it.
She hosted my event, my very
Hosting
first event. And after that, she could have had so many. She could have had so many events after the first event, and she has not hosted again. So y'all hold her accountable on this episode to put herself out there. So I'm about to give you the mic so you can let them know what you're all about.
well, my name is Amani, and I am 25 years old. I do live a great life. God has been blessing me and blessing me this year. Last year was a horrible year for me. So now that I am getting myself out here, I do want to start becoming to get myself out there to be a host because I'm very good at it. And as well as being a motivational speaker to women out here in the world. I do want to start that because it can reach audiences on certain topics that we can go over, especially when women has been heartbroken and healing or getting over someone or just everyday woman topic. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about. Far as being an actress, I'm still working on that. Basically, chasing my dreams while I still have a 2-year-old around here. So hit me up if you want me to host any events or anything. I can get the audience jumping. Just hit my number up.
Y'all, I just realized that she got on her little tagline: host,
Yeah, yeah.
actress, and
Manifesting,
motivational speaker.
manifesting.
Now let me brag on my children for just a little bit, y'all. Just a
Mm-hmm.
little. Just they get on my nerves. They
Mm-hmm.
get on my nerves, but both of them have talents that can take them somewhere, but they sitting on them. Why? I don't know.
We got to step out on faith. That's
Am-
my.
Amani can take a room, y'all, and I kid you not. She can take your living room, your bedroom, your whatever room in your house, change it around, and make it look like a brand new room. I know this because I don't watch her change her room around about 10, 15 times. I go back there, it's something different going on. But she's in the interior decorating. I'm just gonna put that out there in the atmosphere. She's into that. She wants to act. Because Lord knows she was acting when she was a child a lot, y'all. She would cry and with no tear for. Yo, she would cry up a cry river. And nothing wrong. So y'all.
Okay.
Nicholas, he can write. He can write. He can be a motivational speaker too. Now, like I told them both, I back y'all when y'all doing the right things. When you doing the right thing and you're putting it all into it because it's not for the weak. Being a host is not for the weak. Being an actress is not for the weak. Being a motivational speaker is not for the weak. Being a content creator, period. Because when
Mm-hmm.
you all of those things, you got to create content. So you become a content creator.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all hold her accountable in this episode. She said it publicly.
Okay.
Publicly. So when she go to talking her rants and stuff, y'all, I'm gonna go right back this episode. I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna clip that. I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna send it to her. And I'm gonna say, you remember that? You remember when you said such and such? I got
Mm-hmm.
proof. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But thank y'all so much for tuning into another Twisted Tuesdays with me. This has been a great conversation. And sometimes you have to sit down. You have to sit down with your family, and you have to have these conversations, hard conversations, as they say. This conversation may have started something between a mother and a daughter, a father and a son, but I know that so many of you saw yourself somewhere in this episode, whether you agreed, disagreed, or felt called out a little bit. And that's what real conversation is all about, right? That's what
No,
it's supposed to do.
raw topics.
So thank y'all for sitting at the table with us tonight. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this episode with somebody who needs to hear it. So until next time, keep healing, keep growing, keep speaking your truth, and never be afraid to break your silence. Later, everybody.
Better days, slowly but surely it's a better space that'll raise my mind, so I meditate till I levitate, I elevate, but I learn not to hesitate no more, keep moving forward, chase my goals and focus more towards it, hate the lows but I need those to flourish, place my goal in front, that's what's important. So I ask myself what inspires me, breaking out of my shell, feeling yo shot quiet me, and now I'm breaking the silence like I'm Nikki Nicole, let's go. Promise you gon' see better. Hey, gotta keep going till you see them. Promise you gon' see better. Hey, you gotta keep going till you see them.